Hello, Bonnie and I, right now, we're sat in Kampala, one of the cities of Uganda in East Africa. We've now been here for 5 days, and I've got to say, Uganda is a beautiful, beautiful country with lots of smiling, happy people. Wow, it's beyond what I could have imagined. Such a wonderful place. While we've been here in the first 5 days, we've been preparing and going from shop to shop, asking and finding out the prices and getting to know what's what. And we've put together a plan because for our first mission, we'll be going up to the northeast to the refugee camp Bidi Bidi. Bidi Bidi is known as one of the world's largest refugee camps. And in that refugee camp, there's a very special organisation, special for me anyway, for my heart, is the canChildren, that's led by Stefan Rimdu. Stefan has, over the years, has built up a wonderful organisation just for for kids and of South Sudan, most of them being orphans who've lost the war, lost their parents in the war, unfortunately. And and what they specialize on is empowering the kids to sing and dance and have positive experiences again. They teach them and they look after them full time. It's a wonderful organization. Do check them out. The homepage is in the bottom, and there's a link to a video clip that they've made with the local with the national music scene last year. Anyway, so Bonnie and I were heading up there first as our first mission, and what Stefan has asked us to do, because we've been in contact about it for many a year now, they've been aligned gardens, 30 by 30 meter garden spots, which they can use for farming. Now it's just, with that being just a smallish spot, we've decided what we're gonna do is we're going to teach the employees of canChildren and anybody who's interested in the children. We're going to show them, teach them all about permaculture. And while we're doing that, we're also going to implement some animals, because you know what I'm like. I'm about the animals and about the children, and to create food. So now what we're going to do, the plan is Wednesday the 28th, we'll be meeting Stefan in Kampala, and we'll be driving up to Bidi Bidi together, roughly a 10-hour drive. And the plan is, with your help, if we can get the money together, we'd like to take all the materials to build a chicken tractor on steroids. You can find a link to that as a design by Jeff Lawton. That works with chickens. You can keep your chickens in there. You create your compost. The chickens turn the compost into soil in a very high ratio, and plus, while they're doing that, they're being fed for free and laying eggs. So that makes a lot of sense, where you can save a lot of chicken food and get your eggs. Plus, you're creating compost, and we all know what compost is. That's soil, and with the soil, then you can grow more food. So we'll be creating one of those chicken tractors on steroids, which we would like to buy the material here in Kampala, so we know we've got everything we need and a good quality. And we also would buy tools, so that we've got our own tools, because in Bidi Bidi there are tools, but not necessarily what we'll be needing. And everything we're going to buy here in Kampala will be leaving there. Now, for the chicken tractor on steroids, we also need chicks and chickens and roosters. So the roosters they can produce more chickens over time. We also would like to take a pair of young goats, some rabbits, and implement animal husbandry, so that they can graze and create more fertile compost with the with the urine and the feces from the animals. Plus, in time, they can also breed the rabbits and they can breed the goats, which will mean they'll produce more food. So it's all about food. Well, it's not just the animals that we're planning on doing. We've designed a fish pond, because here in Kampala we've met some very, very good people. And part of one of the person we've met is an expert on fish farming. So he's shown us and told us where we can get some fish. But in the initial plan, we'll be building a fish pond 2 meters deep and 20 meters wide and 6 meters in depth, with the people of Bidi Bidi, which will help infiltrate the water and catch water. And we'll also be designing 3 gardens with waterworks and planting. While in the time we're here, we'll be taking plants and trees, because Uganda, what I've seen of Uganda, it's such a fertile country. They can have 2 planting seasons, because they have 2 rainy seasons and 2 dry seasons a year. So that means they can have 2 crops a year. So we'll be designing 3 gardens with the chicken traktor on steroids, the pond, and then lots and lots of food forests and different food production ideas, all in a sense of permaculture, so that they can create a massive biodiversity of food, so the children can be fed. And while we're doing it, we'll be teaching, learning by doing. We'll be learning how Africa works, especially Uganda, and we'll be teaching the employees of the canChildren and anybody from around the area who's interested and helping us implement the designs. We'll all be working together to learn how permaculture works, so that when Bonny and I leave, which at the moment we've set a timescale until end of March, but there's no rush. So if we need more time, we can stay more time. So we'll arrive on end of January, 28th, 29th of January, at least stay until the end of March. Together we'll be working and implementing it all. And if we need, we can stay longer. And so the whole plan that we've worked out while collecting the information here in Kampala and sourcing those resources. We've worked out we'll need 3,050,000 Uganda shilling, which is roughly $883 or 677 Swiss francs. So let's say $900 and 800 Swiss francs. We can implement everything I've just told you about, which is unbelievable. It's an unbelievable price. Including in that money will also be the living costs for Bonny and I over the next couple of months, as long as we're there, until the end of March in the time frame. It'll also be included all the living costs needed. The tools will be included in that price. Yes, the tools as well. And everything needed for this whole plan. So mission 1 will be paid for $800 and 700 francs. Or 700 francs, which is 3,050,000 Uganda shilling. Like I've always said, it'll all be documented. You'll see the videos day by day, how we progress, how we learn, how we work. So it'll be like you being with us. And if you want to come down to Uganda and help us out, of course, you're welcome. So that's the plan and that's the mission. Bidi Bidi. And if it all works out nicely as we're planning, as it will, because with God's help I know it will, we'll have a nice blueprint which we can take to other camps in Uganda if needed and welcome. So yeah, that's the plan. Any questions, obviously put them in the comments and I'll answer them gladly. You can support me via my Give Butter account and on changemakers.org. Well, the links will be in the description, or on my GoFundMe, which the link is also down there. At the moment, I'm not posting very much in social media because it's down at the moment here in Uganda. But as soon as I'm back online, I'll be posting in my social medias again. YouTube is online at the moment, so you'll find the updates in YouTube for sure. And yeah, what can I say? But thank you for helping us do the work that God has asked us to do, helping feed the children and helping look after the animals and implement animals. And together, you and we and all the children of Bidi Bidi, all the canChildren and Stefan Bimdu and everyone that's there together, we can make a difference. So thanks a lot for getting involved. And yeah, what can I say? Thank you very much. And let's just be thankful that we have the one God that looks after us when He can. Yeah. All right. See you later, and thanks a lot. And every little counts, because if we get more together, yeah, we can even fill up the pond with 2,000 fish. So, and 2,000 fish will go a long, long way. But first, it's the chickens. So that'll be 100 chicks. The chicken tractor on steroids. It'll be 3 gardens in design and implemented, planted, and everything. We don't have to. We won't have to buy the plants because we can just take, because it's so fertile here in Uganda. We can just take plants that are growing anyway, and we produce them. And it will also include some goats and rabbits. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.